Hey friends, today we're working on a conversion of this acoustic ukulele to an electric ukulele. As you can see, someone has previously attempted this before us, but luckily for us, this should be pretty easy to remove. We just need to take a couple of these knobs off, and they pull right off. And then we'll just take a wrench and take off some of these nuts. Now you can see inside the ukulele here, this conversion probably isn't working for a number of reasons. One of them being some of those bare wires we saw. And I don't know if I got it on camera, but there's even a completely disconnected wire inside of it. Now, funnily enough, this conversion, if all the wires were put together correctly, still might actually work if the strings on the ukulele were switched over to metal strings. Electric guitars primarily work by having a pickup that converts the string vibration of the metal string into an electrical signal that can go to the amplifier and turn into sound. And that pickup does that through the use of a magnet that's embedded. So theoretically, if this was using steel strings or metal strings, that conversion might actually work. I'm by no means expert in musical instruments though, so tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you think that would actually work, or am I completely off base with this one? Either way, getting these parts off is fairly easy, and once we do, we'll take a look inside. So here's what the conversion actually looked like inside that ukulele. You can see there's bare wire on a lot of these connections. Some of them look soldered, some of them don't look soldered, and that white wire is completely loose. Underneath some of this tape, there's some more just bare connections you can barely see. So this is the hardware we're going to be installing instead of what was previously in there. This is actually a kit you can get on Amazon. I'll have a link below in my description for the exact kit we're using in this case. It's fairly inexpensive. Comes in at about $20 or less. You don't really need an expensive kit to convert something like a ukulele, but the reason we went with this one in particular is that we're going to be able to use the holes previously left in the ukulele already, so we won't have to damage the ukulele any more than it already is. But also this pickup here is designed differently, so this will actually just pick up the string vibration after it gets embedded underneath the saddle there. So this is the pickup from that electric mandolin, I believe, that was installed. You can see there's a magnet embedded. This pickup is just going to read the vibration from the strings after we install it right underneath this saddle. So we'll just have to drill a hole there for that wire to go underneath and into the ukulele. We're going to primarily make use of these holes that are already in here. This thing is battery operated, but it will fit quite nicely after we mark out some of these holes and make a couple cuts. Now, a fundamental part of this work that I really enjoy is that we try to keep the story behind the pieces alive. So this piece is brought to us by a local musician. I'll have his Facebook and his Linktree posted below in the description. And his father actually attempted the conversion on his ukulele using a broken electric mandolin that he had laying around. Evidently, his father wanted to give him a surprise 1 week before he has a gig in a coffee shop, and decided it would be a good idea to just go ahead and try and Frankenstein something into the ukulele. Like I said, it probably almost worked if it wasn't for the different kinds of strings and maybe that one wire not being properly connected. But in order to save some of that history of, this was from his father did his best, You can see there was a mandolin cover that was installed on the ukulele. We'll be reinstalling that later. And we're just going to use those same holes that his father installed in there and do our best to not try to damage the ukulele anymore. So we drilled a hole here on the bridge of the ukulele. We're just going to push that wire through there right now. You can see it can be a little tricky to get through there. But once it's in and nice and secured, that wire just plugs in on the inside of the ukulele and it will sit right there, right where the saddle goes. So because we're putting something where the saddle goes, obviously this saddle's not going to fit in the bridge anymore. But what we're going to do instead is we're just going to take this saddle down, probably about half. And there we go. Saddle's taken down, sanded down, just to make sure that it would fit pretty well. And then we'll make sure it fits snugly before we glue everything down on top of that new pickup. So here it is, glued down, completed, everything wired up and installed, and there's some batteries in it. Now this conversion kit also has a tuner built in, so we can check and make sure that that pickup is working, and yeah, there it goes. This thing's completely out of tune now though, but now we're going to be reinstalling this mandolin cover, like I said, just to preserve some of that history of his father's previous conversion. You can see his father even looks like he traced out where it would fit more snugly to that ukulele body. We're not going to worry about cutting that down. We're just going to screw this back into place. And there it is. Here's the finished product. All in all, pretty easy fix there, just to put in some new hardware. And you know, we'll be giving it back. Here's the before and the after, right next to each other. Thanks for watching, friends. And if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to give it a like, or hop in the comments section and let us know what you think we could do better. If you check out the description of the video, you'll find the links to our social media, as well as our website, the kit that we used in the conversion today, and the musicians' links as well. Be sure to check all those out. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of our future products, like this Philco Ford console conversion that we're going to be doing next. Thanks for watching.